Chaos. Blur.
Hey everybody, how we doing? Today is Saturday, March 13th, 2021. I'm here to broadcast yet another episode of... Wait, what am I saying another episode of? Uh, I'm here to stream some Team Sonic Racing today. I'm going to rev things up, keep it fast as I continue to show off Sonic-related content. This is the third in the series of Sonic Racing games that Sega's released between 2010 and basically 2020, since this came out in 2019. And as I mentioned, this is Team Sonic Racing for the PS4. Hope you have a lovely day out there, wherever you are out in TV, Twitch land. I'm happy to be bringing you another stream today. Got my Mountain Dew Frostbite on hand. Might help if I had this guy here. PS4 controller. We're going to dive right into Team Sonic Racing. Actually, first, I'm going to make a quick announcement if anybody's even here right now. And it'll be mentioned several times during the video, but Retro Request Party episode 28 is slated for March 16th, which is St. Patrick's Day Eve, for those of you keeping track. That's right, March 16th, we'll be seeing Retro Request Party episode 28, but for today, this is what we'll be seeing. Playing some Team Sonic Racing. Of course, I've been kind of in the mood for some kart racers lately, playing a lot of Mario Kart, Crash Nitro Kart. Decided to give this another try. I streamed this once a long time ago. I prefer to play these in online multiplayer mode, but if this, for whatever reason, is too slow to get a game going, then I might go ahead and switch back to single player. Let's see. Quick play. Something with some racing action. Even watching my own stream intro, I'm like, man, I play a lot of racing games, don't I? And I do. Probably besides platformers, I play the most racing games, and then some other stuff, but yeah. That's what we're all about here on Chaos Blur, going so fast that things are a blur. As I said that as this takes forever to search for a game. You can do it. Wow, this is entertaining, isn't it? Like I said, if this takes too long, then maybe I'll just jump into adventure mode, just so that I have something to do. There we go. See, I never doubted it. Huh. Ice Mountain kind of looks like the ice level for Mario Kart. I'll vote for Clockwork Pyramid. I'm hosting a game. That means I gotta wait for people. What the heck? I wanted to change my character, that's all I was trying to do. Yes, I know who I am. Oh, here we go. That might have helped.
Let's go. I'm eager to win this.
Let's go. I'm eager to win. Does anybody still play this game? I didn't realize I was hosting it. Yeah, I'm ready. A lot of good it's going to do me with no opponents. I'm not gonna wait forever for an opponent to show up. Team race, standard. Alright, let's try this. I did worry about this before I streamed this. I'm like, does anyone still play this game? Obviously, I hope someone does. Heck, if by chance anybody in the stream has this game, I'll add you right now. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. At least the background music is kicking. Kind of reminds me of Sonic Adventure 2 music. Seriously, right now? Let me try ranked. Awesome, Mario Kart. Oh, actually, I really like this game, but I'm not gonna spend a whole stream waiting for freaking online match to open up. So I might just do single player. Also, how you doing, Bex? This isn't even my favorite Sonic racing game. My favorite Sonic racing game is Sonic Sega All-Stars Transformed. Whereas that game has, like, every Sega character, this game only has Sonic characters, which, you know. Alright, time to wait in my own lobby again. Oh, I got time. Oh, what? Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed? I think we tried that once and it, like, wasn't working. I have it on Xbox 360, but if it even is still online, I don't have Xbox Live anymore. You might be able to get this game for free because it's a PS4 game, but I don't know how that works. If not, I'm going to single player. Ooh, my Crash Bandicoot 4 update installed. Whatever that does. Alright, that's enough of this. Let's go back to single player.
I feel bad for thinking that Dodonpaw was up to no
Oh
good.
yeah, I forgot to mention there's actually like a story in this.
Cool. I'm so
I
ready.
really am so ready.
So you're
I don't want to spoil the plot for you. Technically haven't beaten this game. I think there's another stage after this. Oh, Bex, if you missed the announcement earlier, I announced that, oh, that's distracting. I announced that Retro Request Party episode 28 is happening March 16th at 3 p.m. So get a few of your friends, bring the snacks.
Pleasure is mine.
There we go.
Cheap shot, Eggman.
I do like how the characters specifically banter with each other. Like, whoever hits you, they actually refer to him by name. This game varies from Mario Kart because you're on a team, so you want to follow behind your teammates because they give you like a little bit of a drafting boost. can also pass items back and forth to your teammates. This game takes a little getting used to when you played Mario Kart for the last few days. Then again, all three of them do, because I count Crash Team Racing in that as well, and that it's, controls, you know, are different on all three, but they still feel good. You just gotta kind of get used to it. Mangabo and Sigtaron, you know? Did you just say don't text and drive? It's like so irrelevant to what's going on. Oh, I'd imagine. Forza is actually, I mean, I haven't played a Forza since like the first one. And while it's not like super realistic like you were saying, it still has more, you know, you're not drifting around a track like this, so it's... Physics takes some getting used to. Very good, Knuckles. Nobody asked. Damn it. I'm not paying attention here. God damn it. Admittingly, if you're not a Sonic fan, you're not going to know what some of these power-ups do just by the look of it, which is a little bit whatever. Although I guess you could say that about Mario Kart 2. You wouldn't know what a mushroom does unless you know Mario. All these power-ups are based on Sonic color power-ups, so unless you played that game, you really wouldn't know what they do. Like the green one is a laser, the rocket, well, that's obviously a rocket. But the white one is boost. I don't think anybody would really expect that unless you knew that the blue... this is Blaze. That Blaze is a trail behind you. How did they end up in first place? Alright, I'll take it. I feel like how Sonic Colors has become like the modern classic now. Like, they always refer to Sonic Colors in newer games. The game is 11 years old now. I do, Knuckles. I mind it very much. That's a little presumptuous. Oh, good. Knuckles didn't play dead weight this time. Yeah, your final ranking is based on how your teammates do, so you could finish first, and if your teammates finish like 10th or 11th, then you could still lose. But we finished first, second, and fourth, so we should be good. And by should be, I mean we are. You can also play it individually like a regular kart racer, which is the standard race. It's weird, last time I streamed this, which was probably, well, it was definitely last year, but there were actually people playing it online. Bex, literally everybody who's ever looked at this game has asked that. We don't know. It could be because the one time they tried that, back in Sonic R for the Sega Saturn, it was a terrible game, but that's not why. The physics are just terrible. But yeah, no, everybody asks that. Why doesn't Sonic just run? Or why don't any of them run? I don't really know. I guess it's because it would look weird if one of them was running and everybody else was in a car. Plus, how would you, like, control it? But, I mean, yeah, it's a valid question. Yeah, playing adventure mode's a little weird with just the streaming right now. Like the creative names of the Grand Prix. We got Grand Prix 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see, who should I play as? We got Sonic, Amy, Blaze, Shadow, Metal Sonic, Robotnik, Rouge, Silver, a bunch of Chow. Alright, I'll play as Robotnik.
Let's get things moving.
Ooh. You always pick, like, the bad guys. Or sometimes the bad guys' sons. Ah, they stuck me with Vector and... Oh, Omega, that actually makes sense. I do like his car. I love how, like, Mario's soundtrack became, like, all this whimsical, charming music, and, like, Sonic's soundtrack is just, like, generic 90s rock. Like, I don't know why that happened. At least for Sonic, like, Mario just kind of stuck with what he does. Like, after, like, 2002 or so, Sega's like, let's just make Sonic's music never get newer. Like, let's just have a bunch of generic 90s guitar riffs for every Sonic song. Some of it's pretty good, but it's just, like, it doesn't really fit sometimes.
That was unpleasant. I got you something.
Then again, this is the same song from Sonic Heroes. I did enjoy this song in that game. Well, who the heck knocked me off the road? Ow. This is not Garfield Race. I think there actually is a Garfield Racing, too. That's kind of the fun. I'm not kidding. I think there's a specifically Garfield kart. I think it's actually a fairly recent game, too. Almost everybody has a kart racer now, like friggin' Looney Tunes, Nicktoons. Yeah, well, I'm not playing... Like, I'm sure they have a way to do it, but I just don't see how you can get enough characters out of Garfield. What, Garfield, Odie, John, who else? Nermal? Like, I mean, I'm sure they add some extra characters. Well, I drove right the hell into that. You're distracting me with your promise of Garfield Racing. There's also a... Oh, no, it's not SpongeBob Racing. It's Nicktoons Racing, but SpongeBob's obviously in it. I'm hella dead here. Wait, I'm still in third? How am I in third place? Alright, well, whatever. I'm gonna say, I'm usually not that good as Robotnik, because I almost never play as him. John Chungus Kart... It probably is a John Chungus Kart Racing. What the hell, where's my Garfield Racing? You know, I played that Garfield game for maybe like 5 minutes, not even, and you still never let that go. Now, we finished, like, exactly, like, kind of in the middle there. Third, fourth, and fifth. Toaster, you don't have this game, do you? No one has this game. I was trying to play it online, but there was, like, nobody online. It was a good game. It still is a good game. I mean, I prefer Transform, but Sumo Digital does good work. And just by the way, Sumo Digital, the makers of this, also made Sackboy's Big Adventure. They do a lot of good stuff. They do a lot of good stuff with stuff that isn't technically theirs. Like, they took the license. They all meet once per month for half an hour, and I missed it. Damn it. Now, Sumo Digital, like, takes other people's stuff, because they didn't create Sackboy, but, you know, they take the license and they do really cool stuff with it. Like, they took the Sega licensed this out, obviously. Need to restart stream. What is that from? There was a time recently that happened, right? Where, like, you guys are like, oh, restart the stream. You didn't, like, finish everything or whatever. Really not restarting that stream. You know how hard it is for me to get these streams to work to begin with? Besides, you should like this game. Bake the Cat is in there. That's because Danica Patrick's only in the first Sega All-Stars Racing. I can't believe I'm saying that, but that actually isn't a joke. She really was in that game. Or like this. You know, from that great Sega game she was in, none of them. Yeah, her and I think Wreck-It Ralph were unlockable characters. And Banjo-Kazooie, but only on the Xbox version. Was what's his name? Was freaking Bake the Cat just driving the wrong way? I do love Planet Wisp. Everyone's just crashing into walls. The AI is like really bad. Holy crap! As I crash into a wall. You didn't. Shenmue's in. He is in one of them. He's actually in the first two. This is only Sonic. This is Team Sonic Racing, so there's only Sonic characters in this. When I say Sonic characters, I mean they use like everybody. They use freaking Cream the Rabbit, Blaze, Rouge, Chow. Alright, stop making references to the other two series in the game. Other two games in the series. I cannot talk today. It's very hard to play this and read the comments at the same time. If it was Mario Kart, maybe I could do better, but it's just because I haven't played this in a while. I have to actually focus on this. Fuck was Joey Garlic's? What does that have to do with anything? We are not going to Joey Garlic's. At least I'm not. Can't keep going out to eat all the time. I mean, yeah, of course it's good, but I don't know. You know what I'll be doing on Tuesday? I'll be staying in with some Retro Request Party episode 28. Shamona! I drive now. Oh crap, somebody used the music one. Music Wisp is actually from Sonic Lost World. I do enjoy Jin's. You're just going to throw out a bunch of references that Bex and nobody else is ever going to get. Well, Bex might know who Jinzo is, but even so. Heyo. Everybody knows what Heyo is. Yeah, Jinzo's pretty great. Fine, Garfield. I don't even know, like, I mean, I'm sure you can get that game on the Switch shop or something, but it's not really something I'm seeking out. Yeah, Garfield Kart Racing. You know what game I was sort of curious about just because I love Crazy Taxi is that new Crazy Taxi ripoff game, Taxi Chaos. Yeah, I'm not getting any of these terrible games. But I saw Taxi Chaos is like $35. I'm not paying that for what seems to be a pretty weak game. Sega didn't make it, so I really have no reason to support it. I was hoping it would be good, but apparently only Sega can make a good Crazy Taxi game. Alright, we'll talk in between the races, because I really can't apparently chew and drive gum at the same time. Can't be worse, though. The Crazy Taxi? Are you nuts? Crazy Taxi's amazing. I mean, this game, yeah, although I like this game, but no, actually, screw that. It'd be called Joe Caged? No, I completely sucked on that because I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I actually didn't do that bad. I finished third, but freaking Omega finished 7th because he was too busy talking like a robot. But no, Taxi Chaos it looks so cheap. Like, it looks badly made. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll play it if it goes down to, like... No, you can thank Bex for that one. But, I'll play it if it goes down to, like, $5 or $10, but I'm not going to pay $35 for a game that looks like it's worse than, like, a 2001 game. I'll absolutely play it and rip it apart. Because Crazy Taxi's awesome. you actually looked it up? I'm surprised it's even that high. From what I hear, there's, like, no content in the game. It's a shame, too, because it's, like, Crazy Taxi, like, had so much potential. They made 3 of those games, Sega did, between 99 and 2002. And then they just stopped making them. You know, if Sega wants to keep bringing their stuff back, bring back freaking Crazy Taxi. Or have someone else, have freaking Sumo Digital make one, because they did great with this stuff. Like, obviously you can renew it a little bit, but still. Bring back Chow. No, I never got into the Chow Gardens. I don't know, I feel like Sega of today is working with like 1/10 the budget of Sega for, yeah, it's because Crazy Taxi was a great game. Yeah, they did port it to PS2. Except the PS2 version came out, obviously, after the Dreamcast version, so they lost the licensing to a lot of places, so instead of KFC, you go to like Chicken Hut or something. I'm not even kidding. They changed the name of all the well-known places because they lost the license. I mean, it's a minor change. It doesn't affect the gameplay at all, but it's just like, really? I can't go to KFC anymore in Crazy Taxi? I always used to love that. I was like 12 years old. I'm like, I'm driving a person to Pizza Hut. I feel so adult. Now you got me curious what Crazy Taxi 2 on Dreamcast has, because Crazy Taxi 2 only came out on Dreamcast. Which I actually thought Crazy Taxi 2 was better, but I have more nostalgia for the first one. It's a weird thing. But gameplay-wise, I think they improved Crazy Taxi 2 a lot. Because the first... No, you don't. And I know you don't. They made a Crazy Taxi game for Game Boy Advance, I know that. But it was a port of the first game, and it was terrible because you can't run a Dreamcast game on a Game Boy Advance. Like, I heard it was, like, unplayable. But as far as Crazy Taxi 2, that game was only released on Dreamcast, because that's the one where you drive through New York. Although they did re-release that track in Crazy Taxi 3. You're not going to out-Sega me, Toaster. You're just not. Ah, it's playing the Robotnik theme from friggin' Sonic Adventure 2. That's awesome. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Pow, right in the kisser. Sound like from a Family Guy episode where Peter keeps repeating that. Pow, right in the kisser. I don't know why I thought that would stop him. Oh, I'm back in third place again. Damn it, I had first most of the time. Cube's like the most useless one. Ooh, one ring. Thanks, guys. Okay, now you're just being silly. Crazy Taxi didn't come out until like 3 years after the Game Gear was discontinued. That said, the Game Gear is a severely underrated console. Oh, I almost never get this power up. Are you just gonna, like, name, like, every console ever made and just point out the Crazy Taxi games that didn't exist for it? I had to think for a second if we had one, and it did. I'm gonna get screwed by frickin' Omega again. Super Nintendo. Wow, what a statement that was. Very 16-bit. I'm fucking losing this race. Bye-bye, Froggy. Ugh, damn, that blew. Crazy Taxi and John's script certainly wasn't playable. That's not even a console, that's a script. Good lord. Now, the one thing you said that was somewhat serious was that the Chow Garden should come back, and I suppose some people really like those. I never really got into them. Yeah, I'm not going to win this Grand Prix. Whether it's on the Super Nintendo or John's scripts. Yeah, I'm down by quite a bit. Hidden Volcano. One of these levels has a pretty good remix of the Sandopolis song, though. I spent so many hours. Yeah, I know. Everybody, like, played more of Chow Garden than the game. I did enjoy Sonic Advance and how you could do that, though. That was kind of cool. Really one of the few games that used that link cable. Like, I can't even think of that many Nintendo games that used it. It was a cool idea to have the Game Boy Advance hook up to the GameCube, but it didn't do anything. Well, let's at least see if we can finish in a good place here. I already know I'm not going to win the Grand Prix, but let's try to make it interesting. Oh my god, why am I listening to you? Technically, John St. John is in this game because he plays Froggy. Not Froggy, Big Cat. May as well play Froggy. John Best Frog, he really is. You're on your game today with these comments. Ow. Speaking of which, I just sniped friggin' Big the Cat. I want to say Robotnik, or I think Robotnik can drive on the lava. I think some of the bigger cars can do the lava. You are a saint. That's not something Robotnik would friggin' say. Oh, you were so nice to me. Actually, that's not a bad idea. They don't really have Classic Anybody as a skin. That would be kind of cool. It was cool how they brought him back for Sonic Generations, the classic Robotnik style. And they even referenced it in the game, like, nobody calls me that anymore. Well, they really should. I like how they called him Robotnik in the movie, at least. YOLO, Sonic movie 2. Supposedly coming out, like, next year. They should have a classic John Chungus skin for the game. I like the Jim Carrey Robotnik. But yeah, no, Jim Cummings is fantastic as Robotnik. I didn't even read your comment, I just see it says Bubsy in it, so like I'm already disregarding most of it. Apparently they've made like 3 more of those games, like the Bubsy games that nobody likes. Like they made like Paws on Fire and like, I don't know, I'm a freaking cat. Like they just made like just random stupid titles of Bubsy. Like I could see them trying once, but after it failed, you think they'd stop. No, they wasted money on like 3 more games of the same game. Like, why? If you're gonna reboot a character like that, who wasn't even that good to begin with, at least try. Make like 1 good game instead of 7 awful games. But see, that's what people forget about, not forget, but like, Crash Bandicoot was like dead like 10 years ago. Like, Crash Bandicoot like in 2010, like nobody cared about him. But like, you know, the remastered trilogy was like a genius idea, and it was great, and it reminded people of how good the Crash games were. And then they made the 4th game, which was like phenomenal. So now all of a sudden, you know, Crash is alive again. Like there could be a 5th game, there could be more games, and people like love them. So like, you know, that should be a lesson to anybody who wants to reboot like a forgotten 90s character or whatever. Like, do something like that. Like, fix the first games and then make a new one. Like, and make it like relevant again. So, I mean, Crash 4 is fantastic. I have it on my Switch now. I bought it on Switch. I have it on PS4. It's phenomenal. And so are the first 3, which everybody forgot about because they were like 20 years old. So they updated them. Lo and behold, they still hold up very well. You know, after however many failed Crash games, because there were some really bad Crash Bandicoot games between like 2002 and like 2010, and they just kind of pulled the plug. The Game Boy Advance ones were okay, but my point being, no, we're not going to do a Shadow the Hedgehog reboot. But you know what I'm saying, like, that's why I do kind of like the idea of Sega remaking Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 and then doing a Sonic Adventure 3. I don't think it's going to happen, but if they were going to do it, that's how they should do it. Like, instead of just putting out a Sonic Adventure 3, because nobody outside of like us is going to know what that is. They're going to be like, Sonic Adventure 3, when were the first 2? They should remake the first 2, like they did with Crash Bandicoot, except that was actually a good studio and not Sega. But they should remake the first 2 Sonic Adventures, you know, with updated graphics and better gameplay and all that stuff. Get people excited, and then like a couple years later, come back with Sonic Adventure 3. I think it would be fantastic. But I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, your suggestions are terrible, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I take a lot of inspiration from Crash Bandicoot as a Sonic fan. See, you're the reason why Sega fails, because you come up with ideas like Princess Sally Acorn 3, the video game. And Knuckles. You gotta have Knuckles. Well, I did the best I could to help my team win that race, but it wasn't gonna happen. Just was not gonna happen. I mean, if they re-released the original Crazy Taxi with like PS5 graphics, forget Knuckles. You don't even need Knuckles. But if they seriously rebooted Crazy Taxi, I would be absolutely all in. Let's see. He'll be Metal Sonic. Oh, he's got like the same car as Sonic. Well, people, Crazy Taxi, no, but Sonic Adventure, yes. There's actually been clues on Twitter that they could be remaking Sonic Adventure, like, because the 20th anniversary of Sonic Adventure was like a couple years ago. So there's been, and this is the 20th anniversary of Sonic Adventure 2. Well, Sega is nicer in that they let fans make projects like, you know, Sonic Mania and stuff, but as far as Sega themselves, they don't really seem to know what the heck they're doing. But Dotemu, the company that made Streets of Rage 4, is going to make a new TMNT game, a new arcade game style, which I think is going to be awesome. Called Shredder's Revenge. It looks just like Turtles in Time. It's supposed to be coming out later this year. So there are companies out there like Sumo Digital, Dotemu, Lizard Cube. There are companies out there that can make really good like retro revival type games. I cease and desist. Yeah, they really will. Speaking of which, somebody had a crazy idea that I know is not going to happen, but it actually isn't terrible. That Nintendo and Sega team up and make an actual Sonic and Mario game, like not an Olympics game, an actual like platformer where like Sonic fights Bowser, like Mario fights Robotnik, and like I don't know. I think that could be interesting. It's not going to happen, but I feel like Nintendo, just by virtue of being on the project, could make a pretty decent attempt at a Sonic game. I don't see Sega making a good Mario game, but I don't know. I think it would be an interesting thing if nothing else. I would actually almost prefer Nintendo do most of the development. I think it'd be a good idea. I'm not saying it'd be a great game, but I think the premise, as somebody who grew up in the 90s, would be interesting to see those two in the same game. I thought there was a Banjo-Kazooie 3. I thought they made Nuts and Bolts or whatever. I can never tell when you really want these things and you're just, like, saying stuff. Yeah, a good idea. Thanks, Randy. Don't talk about that. I owned that game for like a year or so. It wasn't that bad. I just didn't really... Because I didn't have any attachment to Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I never really played any of those games. So to me, it didn't feel like anything. It just felt like a generic game with a bear in it. Like, it was like, whatever. Yeah, I guess it's not. But again, I wouldn't know that. It'd be like if somebody played only Sonic Boom and they didn't play any other Sonic game. They wouldn't know that it's a terrible Sonic game because they didn't play any other ones. Because I've always said Sonic Boom, if you took out Sonic the Hedgehog and just made it about anybody, it wouldn't be that bad a game. It's just because it's about Sonic, it doesn't work. But it's an okay platformer. It's just not a Sonic game. Yeah, okay, Sonic R. Let's not waste time remastering games that were terrible to begin with. Okay, I literally haven't paid attention to this race at all. Sonic R. I can already see the Sonic R. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because in Team Sonic Racing, they purposely made the logo for the R look like the Sonic RR. Like, when they teased the game at first, a lot of people thought it was like a Sonic R2 because they just showed the R from Sonic R. But thankfully, it had nothing to do with that game, other than that little visual reference. Sonic R Mastered. A lot of R's in that sentence! Oh god, what the heck did I just do? Oh god, I just like fell off the freaking map there. Also, how you doing, Randy? I saw you popping in. I will make the same announcement to you that I made to everybody else who's popped in, which is that Retro Request Party will be returning on March 16th at 3 p.m. That is Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up. Looking forward to seeing many people there. We got another theme coming up. Looking forward to it. Got some exciting surprises. Also on the Bali Productions front, I just put out the Christmas 2020 video today after a long time of editing it. I wanted to make sure it was perfect, and I really enjoy how it came out. So check that out if you subscribe to me on YouTube. I try to keep these channels connected. I try to be like, check out the YouTube channel, and then on the YouTube channel, I'm like, hey, check out the Twitch channel. But yeah, the more immediate issue for this channel is Retro Request Party episode 28. Somehow I ended up winning that race. I was in 6th place for most of it. Kind of funny to see Metal Sonic and Amy working together, considering their relationship was tenuous at best in Sonic CD. I am Metal Sonic. I am the real Sonic. Really, I'm not the real Sonic. Kind of hope Metal Sonic's in the second Sonic movie, but we'll see. I think we definitely scared Bex off somewhere around the second Bubsy reference. Yeah, she gone. I actually have played. I don't know if well, I mean, I've played both. I played episode 1 and 2. Sonic 4. I'm trying to remember if I streamed it. I've played it. Like, I still have it on my Xbox. It's actually, like, not as terrible as everybody says. It's not great, but it's not like... Again, that's another one where if they didn't call it Sonic 4, they just called it something else, it wouldn't have gotten as much heat. It's like an okay game. Sonic, yeah, this is Team Sonic Racing. It's like Mario Kart, but not. And I keep, like, not paying attention to my screen because I'm reading all your delightful comments, and some of them have been pretty good.
Great teamwork. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I figured in the last month or so, I've streamed Crash Team Racing, I've streamed Mario Kart 8. May as well complete the trifecta and do Team Sonic Racing. I was going to do the online mode, but there's like nobody online, so I was just waiting for like almost 15 minutes for a match. Wasn't getting anywhere with that, so screw that. I'm racing Robotnik, my own builder. This game's actually pretty good once you get used to it. My first few races I was a little rusty, but I'm starting to get into the physics again. Which means when I play Mario Kart, I'm going to forget again. All-Stars Racing Transform was just so good, though. I don't know what it was about it. It just felt really good. This game retains some of that feel, but it's just a little bit slower. Super quick. See, I knew that was coming. Although, I gotta say, I died laughing when I saw you invited me to the group of people who look like Adam Sandler, but aren't Adam Sandler. And I actually checked that group quite a bit, and I'm like, hey, that guy looks like Adam Sandler, but he's not Adam Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler Racing. It'd be like you play as like Happy Gilmore with like a freaking golf club. Billy Madison like with the penguin. Play as him from Pixels with like Pac-Man. It'd be so like all the characters would be Adam Sandler, but from different movies. Like it would be like Mr. Deeds would have like a limo or something. Hubie Halloween would have his bicycle. I actually really liked Hubie Halloween. It was so stupid, but I actually liked it. I like that he just got back to making like a really stupid like type of movie again. I wish this was a real game. Yeah, like the locations would be like the frickin' school from Billy Madison. There'd be like O'Doyle would be in it. Who's the guy from Happy Gilmore? His rival, like Clubber McGavin or whatever. Doyle rules. Yeah, that'd just be like his taunt. No, you probably have to unlock him. He'd be an unlockable character. Shooter McGavin. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen those movies in forever. Trying to think of like another popular one that they could do. They could have like 51st dates. Like your date would forget where the course is every time. That'd be pretty good. Woo! I won a race. Oh, we got another viewer. Nice to see more viewers popping in here. Now, I just wish I could do some online gaming, because this game is actually pretty fun online. Not that it's not fun not online. Ah, Amy dragged us way down on that one. Yeah, damn it. Now you got me thinking about the stupid Adam Sandler game. It's not even a real thing. Alright, still got the lead. Trying to think of other Adam Sandler movies that would work for like a kart racing game in terms of the character or the locations. I did enjoy this level in Sonic Heroes. This game is pretty good too. I actually really like. I don't want to say I love Sonic Heroes, but like it's a game that I've kind of forgotten about. It's kind of underrated. Like I actually kind of like it when the few times I've played it recently. I'm thinking about streaming that sometime. Because this being the 30th anniversary of Sonic, I'm going to try and do a lot of Sonic streams. I've actually been getting into Sonic ROM hacks lately. I've played 2 such games, and I'll probably play another one pretty soon. I know Randy can attest to that. That freaking Sonic Mega Mix. Game was so hard. Never beat it. See, Sonic Heroes is like... The other problem with Sonic Heroes is you have to play it like 4 times. So like if you play it as just Team Sonic, like I think it's pretty good. But it's not so good that you want to play the levels again as everybody else, which you have to in order to get the final boss. So, I don't know. I like the idea that the other teams had like slightly different levels, but I would have just made it Team Sonic, because Team Sonic's not bad. And yeah, I do agree the engine was kind of slippery. I would have just done the Sonic Adventure engine, because it didn't come out that much after Sonic Adventure 2, so had a lot of influence from that game. But like I said, I'd like to play it again. I'd be curious to see if I'd like it more or less than when I first played it, just because it's been so long. Like, it's just a solid game. It's not like a good game. It's not like a great game, but it's a good game. Like, I liked some of the music. Some of it, I liked how they kind of split the levels up into acts, kind of like the old Sonic games, but in 3D. I always kind of liked that idea. I wish they would do that again. Like, basically just make, kind of like Mario did with Mario 3D World, make a 2D Sonic game, but in 3D. Like, make like a Sonic Mania, but in 3D. Like, I think that could be done. Like, out of all the crazy things they've tried, they haven't tried that yet. They always have Sonic in these weird environments. Just have him in, like, 3D, like, Chemical Plant. I know they did it in Generations, but I mean, like, do a whole game like that. And have it be new levels and, you know, Act 1 and 2 and all that stuff. I don't know. I think it would be at least be worth a try. I mean, they've tried everything else. Sonic Extreme, yes, the canceled 3D Sonic game from Sega Saturn. Technically wasn't even 3D. It was, like, kind of a weird top-down dealy. 3D Blast obviously came out. Actually, that's another game that I think gets a lot of hate. It's not a great game, but it's not terrible. I actually preferred the Saturn version besides some of the weird loading screens. Like, the graphics and the gameplay are a little bit better, I think. Otherwise, it's like the same game as the Genesis. Yeah, visuals are great. The soundtrack is actually fantastic. It has some of my favorite Sonic games and Sonic music in the series. In fact, that's something I want to show off when I play one of these Sonic ROM hacks I got recently. Probably play that tomorrow or Monday, actually. It's called Sonic 1 Pixel Perfect, and it uses a lot of Sonic 3D Blast music, and I love Sonic 3D Blast music. It actually works even better in an actually good game. Oh, shoot, I'm actually, like, winning this race. Sonic versus Tom Brady. Yeah, it'd be a pretty deflated football. Yeah, but in case you were wondering, well, I got a second. Yeah, this here's the game I'm going to play in a couple days or so. This is Sonic Pixel Perfect. Actually, has the Sonic Colors background of the cartridge. I love these things. You can get them on eBay for like $10. I actually highly recommend Metal Sonic Rebooted. It's a Metal Sonic solo game. It's really good. Also didn't finish that, but that's because my freaking cartridge froze. That's right, there's still one more race. Well, let's just not finish terribly, and I should win the Grand Prix. Hey-oh. Sonic works at Subway. I don't know where you get some of your ideas, man, but hey, more power to you. Sonic works at Subway. Is that supposed to be like a reference to like the Sonic restaurant? Like how there's a Sonic restaurant, instead of working there, he works at Subway? Making sandwiches. There is a Sonic Mega Collection. Sometimes you accidentally make up something that's real. I have Sonic Gems Collection. I could technically play Sonic the Fighters because it's on there. It's such a weird game. Yeah, well, you couldn't view the comics, but you could view the covers. Except for, I think, maybe, like, the first issue, you could read the whole comic. But yeah, it was cool. At that point, there were still, like, less than 100 issues out, I think. Or maybe there were, like, about 100 issues out. But yeah, no, they had all the covers. And you might have been able to read the summaries, but I don't think you could read the comic. Because I would have totally been reading the comics. Yeah, it was just the covers, that's what I thought. Except for, I think, Sonic First or Sonic #1. One of them you could read the whole thing. I got so many Sonic comics. And obviously not all of them, but... I would probably collect the IDW ones if I could find them, but I'm not gonna like go online and order them for a lot of money just to read them. Like if they were available at like any bookstore, like I would probably buy them once a month, but they're not. And I'm not curious enough to invest in it. But if they were available a bit more, I would at least give it a look. Because I've heard good things. No, they don't. I think you mean Books A Million, but they don't. I've checked there. And they have some obscure comics, and they don't have the IDW. They don't have anything. IDW is like some random company. I don't know why Sega went with them. Probably to save money. But, like, IDW comics in general are not widely available. Like, even if you go to IDW's website, they don't have a lot of the Sonic issues. See, I actually don't care about that. In fact, I'm kind of glad the new comics stick to the game characters. I mean, the Freedom Fighters, for whatever reason, they kept them from the Sonic Sat AM show, and it worked for a little while, but then it was like, okay, why are these guys still here? I really have mixed feelings about Ken Penders. I mean, on one hand, he did make some pretty cool characters. Damn it. Oh, wait, Amy's on my team. I'm like, get out of my way, bitch. She's on my team. Ken Penders made some really great characters, but obviously he, like, screwed Archie out of, like, so much stuff. In terms of, like, the comics, they had to, like, rewrite so many things because of him. And some actually, like, pretty good plot lines had to get scrapped because of those characters. Like, didn't Julie Sue get, like, written off the comic because of that? Like, she didn't die, she just kind of got, like, disappeared, I guess? I don't know. Well, what does Mega Man have to do with Ken Penders? Or did he write some of those characters, too? Because I assume the Mega Man comics just use the Mega Man characters, unless they made up more characters like they did with Sonic. Some of the comic characters are actually really good. Like, not the Freedom Fighters, but the actual characters they made up independent of the, you know, the TV show. Like Julie Sue and all them. Enerjack. I loved Enerjack. I was never a big fan of Archimedes the Fire Ant, but that's just because he was kind of a dumb character. I thought Ken Penders sued them, but I thought the comic went on at least a little longer. Like, they had the whole Sonic Genesis thing, and then they had the Mega Man Sonic crossover. Like, it lasted a little longer. They didn't just, like, immediately cut ties. The reason they stopped doing the Sonic comic is because Sega had some issue with them. I don't know why they stopped doing the Mega Man comic, because that's Capcom, but I guess I could see them not wanting to do any more video game comics. They actually did a Nights into Dreams miniseries once. That was actually kind of cool. I like how I'm only half paying attention to this game. And I just won. I was gonna say, how many video game comics did they have? They had Sonic, Mega Man. I mean, did they have, like, anyone else? Like, as far as popular... They didn't have, like, Resident Evil or anything, I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. What the hell were my Archie characters? I guess I'll keep playing this. I wanted to do online mode, but... That CGI. That was a thing, yeah. I don't remember much about it, but... Well, let's be Shadow. Let's be Moody. It's time to race. I didn't watch, like, any of it, but yeah, it was Donkey Kong. I don't even know if they talked, and they were just like, ooh, 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 grunt, grunt, grunt. I really am not going to be Big the Cat. Even I have standards. They're not, like, great standards, but they're standards, nonetheless. Play Sarge's Hero. Oh, that really is a game, isn't it? Or are you just, like, combining Sarge's comics with Sonic Heroes? Because that sounds oddly familiar. It's probably a terrible game if you're recommending it. I thought about that for, like, a retro request party, just do, like, some of the worst games ever, but then I would have to, like, buy them. I don't really want to buy them. But it would be kind of funny. I've unintentionally played some bad games in retro request parties in the past just because I don't, know every game. So I'm playing it going like, oh, this probably won't be bad, and it's terrible. Like Pack in Time. Oh, Pack in Time sucked. It started good, and then it just wasn't controlled well. I actually didn't, like, hate the first Bubsy, except for, like, some of the later levels, but, like, yeah, that game obviously didn't age well. And then there's some other games, especially for Genesis, that, if I can be honest, were not the best, but whatever. I still appreciate that retro era, which is why I honor it every so often with my retro request parties. Plus, you got Garfield Caught in the Act, which is an all-time classic. I do enjoy Garfield Caught in the frickin' Act. Garfield gets stuck in the TV, I just landed on a bomb. Am I getting taunted by Tails? Come on, man. That's not cool. That's no good. Did you end up getting Bowser's Fury? Or, well, the new Mario World? Is Bowser's Fury, like, any good? Like, I've seen gameplay of it. I think it looks alright. I don't know if it's worth buying the game again. I already have Mario World for Wii U. It's a game. I mean, it looks like it's just like one long boss fight, except you go like between levels during it. I don't know. Do enjoy when it's a game. EA, it's in the game. It is a game. Yeah, like I kind of like someone mentioned that it could be like the future of Mario games because it's like you're kind of like platforming and like doing quests at the same time. So it's like kind of like Odyssey where you just have to find random shrines or whatever. But then there's also a boss fight in it. I mean, I don't hate the idea. I just don't. I'm not gonna rebuy the game just for that. Like if they added something else, maybe. But eventually, I'll probably get the game. But I can still play it on the Wii U, and I haven't in a while, which should tell you that I'm not in the mood really. But it's a fun game. Got great music. Plus, it's like freaking 2021. The Wii U came out in like 2013, 2012. They're still releasing Wii U games just for Switch now. Like, come up with some new games. Like, you're not Sega. Like, come up with some new games. Mario games, Metroid games, whatever. Like, stop releasing games from the Wii U, because the Wii U was like your last great console. We get it. And for whatever reason, nobody bought it, but that doesn't mean you have to re-release every game ever made for it. It's annoying, because like Mario Kart 8, which is a great game, is still the last Mario Kart they made. And it came out on Wii U like 8 years ago. Yeah, I'd like to see them, even though I mentioned that. I mentioned not doing more Wii U games. I mean, that could have been a great game. Obviously it wasn't. Could have been. Spikes. That was like the one time where like the Wii U kind of hindered the game. Because like having to use the touchscreen was just really annoying. Like, it was an okay feature, but they shouldn't have made it mandatory. I think there's like one level where you have to use it as a camera to like sneak into something. They could have still kept that level and just not like had it mandatory for the other levels. I don't know. That was a baffling. That's like a Sega-like decision. I'm like, does Sega make this game? Like, why is there like a weird gameplay restriction in here? Usually Nintendo has more common sense than that. As much as I like to crap on Nintendo, they usually don't make a poor product. Like, they usually just, they either play it safe or they do something really amazing. Like, they don't make a really janky game like that. Sega does all the time. I'm not even going to deny that, but that's because Sega's like trying to, I don't know, stand out somehow. It doesn't usually work. But now I digress. Why do I crap on my favorite company so much? I don't know, but I really do. Because I think they can be better, and they just settle for being okay. Because they're like, well, we've made enough money, we'll just make more money off Sonic, and we'll just call it a day. And it's just lazy to me. Like, there's other gaming companies, like, that, are pretty good, that, I don't know. Sonic versus the dinosaur, yeah, well, I think that actually happened in Sonic and the Lost Rings. I think there's a level where you, like, either race or run away from a dinosaur. Like, that's really a thing. One of those storybook games. I never really played them. I played Sonic and the Secret Rings a little bit. I didn't play Sonic and the Black Knight, although I heard it was actually decent. Just the premise didn't get me. I don't want to reward Sega for coming up with a bizarre game, like, unless it's really good. It did not look really good. But then they redeemed themselves with Sonic Colors, so what are you going to do? Oh, I just barely won that. Oh, they stuck me with the Chow? I'm a frog. Sand Road. I think this one has the Sandopolis remix. It's pretty good. Like, they always re-release the same levels. They always re-release Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant, Death Egg. Like, they could do some of the more obscure levels, and I would actually kind of appreciate it. Like Mystic Cave Zone, or Sandopolis, or Lava... Well, they did Lava Reef Mania, but... Like, there are some great Sonic levels, and they always do, like, the same two. And I like Chemical Plant as much as the next guy, but it's like, it's a... 28-year-old level, like, just let it go. Starts to lose the nostalgia after a while. Oh, actually, this, I think, is this... This is from Sonic Adventure, this music. This is from, like, the Sand Hill minigame. It was also really underrated. Yep. Dun, 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 dun. Sonic Adventure had some great music. That's another game I gotta stream. I mean, I've streamed it, but I want to do like a full Sonic playthrough of Sonic Adventure. Because if Sega's not going to acknowledge Sonic's 30th anniversary, I will. I don't care. I mean, I get very into anniversaries. I mean, they've literally released nothing between the 25th anniversary and now. There's nothing to even celebrate. It's like, okay, you put out Mania in Forces 4 years ago. What's the next game going to be? A remake of those? Like, you already just, like, they've done nothing. Even with the success of the movie, they could have cashed in. They didn't do anything with it, really. I mean, yeah, they're going to make another movie, but I don't know. If literally anybody else ran Sonic, like, they'd be doing so much better. I'm not saying they'd be doing amazing, but they'd be doing so much better. Alright, Shadow getting cocky. Dr. Ass. Dr. Ass versus Sonic. I just ran into a Caterpillar. That's funny. And kind of weird. Oh, that's a bomb. By the time I realized it was like right in front of me. God damn it. God damn it again. Yeah, what a shock. I'm getting ganged up on in a freaking kart racer. This game's pretty good. I'm just kind of not paying attention right now. It's actually a pretty good game. All-Stars Transformed was better, but this is a pretty fun game. This was the only game that came out in the last few years, because this came out in 2019, so this is technically the last Sonic game to come out from Sega. Like, official Sonic game. I mean, I was kind of hoping it would be a precursor to bigger things, but this turned out to be the only game they put out that year. As it is, it's not bad. I hate this freaking music note thing. There we go. The magenta rhythm. All the power-ups are from Sonic Colors, obviously. Or Sonic Lost World. Sonic, too soon. Way too soon. It's funny, because this Grand Prix is pretty easy, but the story mode is, like, really difficult. Like, I'm still stuck on stage 6. Not soon enough, heyo. The Jade Ghost. Jade Ghost is pretty much just the Boo from Mario Kart. That wasn't obvious. Wonder what the power-ups would be in the Adam Sandler game. Probably like golf balls or something. Freaking Halloween costume. Oh, geez. Adam Sandler dating sim. Yeah, it's funny because he always gets the girl at the end of every movie, so it'd be pretty boring. It'd be like, all right, and you did something stupid, but she likes you anyway, so you win.
I got you something.
This jump is nothing. I won't forget this.
No, you won't. We'll see. It really does. Adam Sandler versus... You're just, like, running out of ideas now. You and that dinosaur. Not just a dinosaur, the dinosaur. That was a nice little dinosaur. It was a Triceratops. Experiencing augmented velocity. It really is. Ow. What the heck am I stuck? I'm stuck and I'm still in like first place. That didn't like slow me down at all. Oh, that did. Actually, I think this song is from Shadow the Hedgehog. Game had some good music, I gotta say that. Actually, Shadow the Hedgehog just basically ran on the Sonic Heroes engine. Oh, those are rocks. I actually dodged all that. That's pretty good. Thanks, teammate. My name is Shadow, and I've always got to be stoic. That sounded a little weird, but alright. I could do this all day. I mean, I really am dead. Alright, now I'm not. Ooh, fire. Now my path is clear. It really is very clear. Undignified, but efficient. Alright, you. Alright. I don't know if I'm the best of the best, but I appreciate the compliment. Ah, yeah, we got this. First, second, and third. Right on. Lost Palace. Some of these levels, I swear, they just made up for this game. Snake, this is McDonald Miller. Who tried the new Big Mac. That's bizarre. Oh, that's right. Lost Palace is from, basically Ocean Palace from Sonic Heroes. It's another location they recycle the heck out of. Surprised this is actually the last level of this Grand Prix, because it's actually a fairly easy track. What do I know? You might. We did not try that new Big Mac. Oh. These really are, I assume. So no, I don't think so. I mean, you can play it on PS5 because it's PS4. You don't even have a PS5. No, this is PS4, Switch, and Xbox One. I highly doubt Sega's going to port this to PS5. I don't think it really did that well. Which is a shame, because I wanted them to make another one of these, and they finally did, and I think they just waited too long to make it, because Sonic All-Stars Transform was fantastic. That game had people playing it like 5 or 6 years after it came out. This game apparently is already irrelevant. Someone said PS5. Apparently, apparently Bex knows when somebody says PS5, or even just types it. So yeah, like I was saying, this might be playable on PS5, but they didn't make a specific PS5 version. Oh, they'll come in Zaruk, Bex. Oh god, that hurt. Hurt my feelings. Are you winning, son? I think, well, not really winning this race so much, but I'm winning the overall Grand Prix. Ow. Well, I already asked Toaster Cartridge because he has the game. Have you played any Bowser's Fury yet, Bex? Secondinator? Oh, jeez. I won't forget this. But if you stay... 3D World's great. It's a really great game. There are collectibles, like in Sackboy, not as many. There's like the green stars, but it's just a fun game. Oh, of course. See, the stamps used to actually, like, do more on the Wii U version, but I'm glad they kept them in the new one anyway. Most of them are easy to find. It's a couple that are a little tricky. You know, I love 3D World. I'm going so fast, I'm just clanking off the walls. Oh yeah, Cat Mario is ridiculously overpowered. You can just, like, climb over everything. Meow. Game had a weird cat fetish. Like, there's just cat stuff in that game, like, all over the place. Scratching posts, and claw marks. Somebody was watching some Miko anime that day. Is this Eddie? Yes, it's the Eddie Lebowski level. Otherwise known as Lost Palace from Sonic Heroes. Oh, geez, that's rocks. Ow. Damn it, right at the end of the race, too. Yes, that. Eddie Ledowski. The great Ledowski. I guess I need to make random small talk more often, because when I make random small talk, I start winning a lot. I mean, I killed him in this. Jeez. I'm almost out of Grand Prix. Alright. Do you really want me to be Big the Cat? Is that really what you want? Okay, he barely fits in the freaking thing. I mean, he literally doesn't even fit in it. I like Knuckles. Damn, I keep forgetting they put Zavok in this game. Alright, screw it. I'm gonna be freaking Knuckles. That is what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, that's good frostbite. Oh, you're going down. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yep, I did not time that well. This level's actually pretty tough if I remember correctly. A lot of ridiculous level gimmicks. This sounds like Sonic Adventure 2 music. Yeah, no problem, pal. That's a weird thing to say. But alright. You really are back in the proverbial race. I have no idea. I have no idea! Oh, yeah. There you are. Fortunately, you were not in a good Sonic game. Ah, it really is playing the Knuckles rap.
Ultimate power blows away the competition. Come on, seriously?
Ooh. Oh, that was close. Ah, that was closer than close because I hit it. Oh, that was even worse than the first two times I said it. I really am not going to get used to that.
Good boost, buddy.
That's why they always tell you to put the snow tires on. Ow. Oh, geez, that was a lot of rockets. Oh, somebody actually got the laser? That's a rare one. The frick? So much going on. I can't see. Visual compromised. Can't see. Face. Ooh, that was close. Nice finish. Yeah, so how we all doing today? I think I've asked that already, but I don't think anybody answered me. There. Yes. Oh, Bex, always one for words. No. Vielleicht? Konntest du die Fragen wiederholen?
Makes sense.
Not the boss of me now. Exactly. Du bist nicht so groß. Hey, I got the laser. I was just mentioning on no one ever gets that. Come on. Oh, that's not good. I can't be doing that.
Back in the running.
Played Don. I actually have played that. I mean, I'm not gonna play it like right now, but yeah, I mean, I would in general play it. I have it. I streamed it a while ago, and I very much enjoyed it. Would recommend. Yeah, Bex, I'm surprised you don't have that because you really like Donkey Kong Country. The new one's really good. Well, a couple years old now, but pretty good game. Very hard though, just like all of them were. I keep getting stuck in all this sludge. Ow. Oh yeah, I was just thinking, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, another game that was released on Wii U originally. Yeah, no, I can understand that. I was actually surprised you bought both the 3D All-Stars and Mario World, since you didn't have to, because they weren't going to discontinue Mario World. But, hey, I'm glad you got them. Oh, Jesus. Glad you got them. I'm glad you have Sackboy Big Adventure, even though we never played. I want to play it. I want to discover more hidden levels. Surprised too, but didn't say no. Yeah, they made you an offer you couldn't refuse. What kind of car do you drive? I mean, like in real life or this? I don't know what this thing is. This isn't like the motorbike you had in the first game. Speaking of which, I've noticed you've gone to the motorbikes in Mario Kart X, which are pretty good. I find them a little harder to control, but they get better acceleration. Real, you know what car I drive? I drive a Hyundai Elantra. 2012 specifically. Why, you want it?
They have gone ultimate.
Take this. I thought it said thanks, Bobby. I was a little freaked out there. It's like, how do you know my name? Yeah, I know. I like your Mustang too. I would stick with that. Why? I mean, I like Toyota Supras, but why Toyota Supra specifically? Didn't they like just recently bring that back, like from the 90s? Ah, it's way too much money. I still want my Pontiac G8. Oh, I'm hella dead. Supra. Rice cooker? I don't get that one. When are you, Pax, when are you getting the, I can't believe I'm asking this, when are you getting the KFC console? Gotta play some freaking games while you make chicken. I can't believe that's really gonna be a thing. Like, what kind of games is it going to have on it? Like, is it just going to play PC games, or is it going to have, like, its own set of games? Yeah, I'm sure it is, but, like, just the fact that it plays chicken, it plays games and makes chicken, like, it's got to use a shit ton of power to do, like, even just the chicken part, let alone the CPU or whatever. Like, I don't see how both those things can run without starting a fire. Apparently it is. It just keeps the chicken warm. Specifically the chicken you bought at KFC. If you put another type of chicken in it, it'll just spit it out. It's basically like a, not an oven, but like a warmer. It's so silly. It's not even like aesthetically pleasing. Like, it looks like a giant ball with like a grill on the bottom. It uses the warmth of the PC. Well, I guess anything could do that then. They could just like put a hole in the bottom of the PS5 and just slide food in there. I don't know if I trust that though. Like, yeah, it's warm, but it's probably got, like, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to eat something that's been sitting, like, under a laptop or something, like, basically what it is. KFPC chicken. It's fingerlingling good. Yeah, heat-wise it's enough, but, like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem very sanitary. So, it sounds like my computer's gonna, like, overheat every time I do a freaking render, so... Oh my god, Bobby's Burger. I would totally make the logo for that. I mean, it's a little weird that you'd call it that, and you'd be the one hosting it. Wouldn't it just be like... Well, I can't say your real name on camera, I guess, but... I could think of an alliteration. Of course I'd make the logo. So what, you expect me to put on the party that you just made up and just call it Bobby's Burger Bash? Now I gotta come up with burgers. Didn't seem fair to me. I'd attend too. Yeah, I bet you would. Alright, fine. Bobby's Burger Bash. 2021. The O in Bobby will be a burger. That'll be part of the logo. It'd be a burger with buns. I mean, I already kind of do that. Like, I kind of do that for 4th of July. Like, I make burgers and have people over. Like, I don't have a lot of people over, but... Bagel Bash. Oh, don't give him ideas. My name, yes, I know, my name has a lot of alliterations in it, especially when Bash starts with the same letter. Then again, your name starts with a B, too. Well, technically not. In fact, technically, both our names start with an R. I make all these parties now, never. Our real names start with an R, and our nicknames start with a B. That's kind of funny. And we both speak 2 languages, although one of us better than the other. Yeah, yo. Wondering what point, like, my German has to get to where I can actually legitimately say I speak it. Because I still don't say I speak it. Like, if anybody asked me if I spoke it, I wouldn't say I speak it. But, like, I'm wondering, like, I don't know when that's going to be, when I can actually say, like, yes, I speak 2 languages. Because I don't say I can. I don't say I can speak 2 languages because I don't think I can. I think I can speak 1 language, and I can make do in another one. So I don't know when that point is. Thank you, but I like I said, I don't know, like, getting really good at it isn't the same as speaking it. Like, I don't know if I can say, like, hey, you know, I speak both. Streichelschätelchen, but no. I mean, ich bin sehr hart gearbeitet, but still have a way to go. Bobby's Burger Mania. You just killed the alliteration. Yeah, I probably said it wrong, but like I said, if I say it fast, it doesn't sound like I said it wrong. Streichelschätelchen. Schätelchen. Bobby's Beer Bash. Bobby's Burger Cake. Okay, now you're just using words that I use all the time. I think this is going to be my last race, because I think this is the last race of the Grand Prix, and I'm kind of... Honestly, this has almost just turned into a chat with a video game playing in the background. Like, I've been on autopilot for most of this, and I'm still somehow winning. Did we, like, do this level already? I could swear we did this level already. Bobby's Burger, Bowling Bear... Why am I reading these? I could swear we did this one. King of table read. Oh, they actually did a table read? I thought it was just like them, like, talking about the show. Like, they actually read a script? I would absolutely watch that. Hell, I feel like that's what I'm doing now. I'm just reading a script that isn't in front of me. I'm just making up words. Well, they called it that. That's kind of cool. I had heard that was a rumor that it was going to be a table read, but then they rephrased it to reunion, but, like, I would read that. I mean, I would read that. I'd watch that. Be kind of weird. Like, what is, like, what's her name? Leah Remini gonna be like, hey, Doug, you idiot, and then, like, Kevin James is gonna be like, hey, it's time for some television. I loved how he always would use English words and make them sound French. Time for a conversation. Or when he's the freaking teacher, and he's like, it's all about education. We're helping the kids, that's what we're doing. Will you just shut up? Molding their minds. Do enjoy molding the kids' minds and education. Why is it my streams always get the most viewers? Like, toward the end. Like, I'll be like, alright, guys, I'm wrapping up soon, and then, like, I get, like, 5 viewers, and I'm like, well, goodbye. Like, where were you guys, like, an hour ago? I see, like, all these viewers coming in now. I'm like, well, don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I do enjoy King of Queens. I technically binge it every night, because there's a network that shows it for, like, 2 hours straight, and I usually watch a lot of it. They actually finished the series, and they started on Season 1 again, so now it's, like, the early ones. The early ones are actually really funny, like... I usually don't like the early episodes of a show, but, like, the first few were really funny. I've got 2 words for you. I'm staying right here. Actually, that's 4 words. Alright, then I got 4 words for you. Screw you. Well, that really was 2 words. I guess I better stop saying the number of words before you say them. Yeah, you really locked in then. Nerd. I just memorize things. I memorize things in very weird contexts, so unless you, like, know the show inside and out, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'll remember, like, a sentence from the show. Like, enjoy your comas, Mom and Dad. You're gonna be in them a long time. Ah. Ah, it spawned me, like, freaking off the track. It's more than a small setback. Shadow's just rambling on. Were you here when Toaster Cartridge and I were talking about making an Adam Sandler kart racing game? Well, not making one, but like what it would be. I thought that was kind of a fun conversation. Wow, that bomb traveled like 2 feet. Would be dull and slow. Well, no, it would reference all the Adam Sandler movies. So, like, all the characters would be Adam Sandler, but they'd be like Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. It'd be like golf clubs and freaking like all the references from his movies. Sam Brennan from Pixels. Sam Brenner. I did enjoy Pixels. Freaking Pac-Man level. QB Halloween level. Actually, Uncut Gems was a really good, serious movie with him. Did not expect to like it as much as I did. Maybe it's because I got a lot of the, like, New England references they made. I was like, oh, I've actually been there in real life. And it takes place in New York. Most of it. Oh, what the heck? I always hate this. Come on. I'm almost done. Almost at the end of the race. Yeah, it's a good movie. Like, it's very un-Adam Sandler-like. But, yeah, it's a good movie. It's like kind of a... I don't want to spoil it, but like... It's like a weird genre. Like, I can't really say what kind of movie it is without, like, spoiling it. Like, it's not like... I mean, it has funny moments. It's not completely serious. It's not completely one way or the other. It's a very... It's an Uncut Gems movie. Like, it doesn't have a category. I don't think. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I won, like, everything. Thanks, guys. I feel like we were in that together. Alright. Very nice. So like I said, and I really hate how this webcam is way too zoomed up. I have to sit, like, back here to, like, be where I was on my old webcam, but, like, whatever. But now I'm way too far from the computer. But I digress. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys watching today. It's been a good time. Like I said, Retro Request Party episode 28 kicking off on March 16th at 3 p.m. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys there, then and there. In the meantime, enjoy my streaming outro, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!
Chaos. Blur.